Hello, everyone. I am Swastika Saw, and in today's segment of Shattering Stereotypes with Pinkvilla USA, I have a very special guest with me. She has stolen the hearts of millions and millions online with her unique style of Bollywood and Bhangra fusion. I truly mean it when I say you cannot take your eyes off of her when she's dancing. She's one of the most talented and successful, yet humble and down to earth individual I've met. Today, I have with me the OG that needs no introduction, Manpreet Toor, welcoming you in conversation with Pinkvilla USA. How are you, Manpreet?
I'm good, Swastika. How are you? Thank you so much. You're so kind, honestly.
Things I wanted to say, like you and Nana started at a time when there were not a lot of dancers online. I remember you started making your dance tutorials online. You were making, I remember one of your videos was how to dance with your dupatta or how to move your hips. And now you have your own online dance academy. Is this how you imagine your dance career to progress when you first started?
Definitely not. I could say that everything's been just a surprise. We didn't expect it to get where it got today. And I didn't expect, honestly, like the love. And I didn't do it to become famous or anything like that. I just wanted to share my dance style. And I feel like, personally, I dance in a unique, different way because I mesh, my Punjabi side and then, I have the Bollywood side in me. So it's definitely been a blessing to see how much the internet has taken me and has grown into something else, so it's beautiful.
So two questions. How much is that line blurred and how important is it for you to keep your private life and public life, separate on social media?
Very important. I think I share as time went on. I never actually had an Instagram. That's the funny story is I made an Instagram for dance, right? And I wasn't really on it. Then I started posting stuff about my family here and there. Said a lot of personal things at one point, and then I just realized that, that's something I like to keep to myself.
What would you say has been the biggest learning lesson, and where do you kind of see yourself going, 5 to 10 years down the road?
Big learning lesson. It's a good question. You're making me think a lot. There's been so many, but, never give up. I think, our generation or the generation that's coming is, they feel that success is easy. It's like post a video and you get millions of views, but it takes time and patience. It takes a lot of time and patience to get to where you want to be. And I know, posting one video, you might get discouraged, but to keep going. And I recently just watched Madhuri's interview. This is when she was it was with Sanjay Dutt. She just came out with Hum Aapke Hain Kaun. She was doing another movie and it was the making of it. And she said that she was talking about, her success and how her career path went. And she's like, it wasn't great in the beginning, but she didn't quit. She just kept going and going, and look at her now, Yeah. So I think that never give up. So anybody that's watching this, one bad video, two bad videos, just keep going until, you get that good video. And you also feel good inside, when you push yourself to those limits,
For sure. And where do you see yourself, down the road, like 5 to 10 years from now?
So I don't want to be on screen. I want to be behind the screen. So I'm working on that.
A really popular question for you.
Yeah. I'm so humbled by all the opportunities I have gotten from the beginning of starting this 4 years ago. I have gotten so many movies and music videos, opportunities to work with people, but I always say no because I know that's not my niche and I want to be behind the camera and I want to choreograph, especially for the Punjabi industry. I feel like, we lack a little bit in that department of dance. So I really want to bring that into the Punjabi industry. So
for sure. And
working on
That is like I was watching a lot of your interviews, and that question was asked like almost every single time. Who
Yeah.
see Manpreet act, and it's so. And every time you've been very consistent with your answer, and it's good to know, or not. It's nice that you like know exactly what you want.
Important too.
Yeah.
I
But
always compare it.
go ahead.
Sorry, I always compare this to going to Hollywood. Have you been to Hollywood?
I have not.
Okay. So anytime you go to Hollywood and you ask anybody, you know, anybody that comes there, so they come with like, oh, I want to be an actor, or that these are their aspirations, right? It's always like one thing that they want to be. And they leave LA, Hollywood, wanting to do 10 things. And I feel like it's really important to focus on what you believe in, what you really like, instead of trying, all these things. Focus on this one thing. And I feel like it's easier to get to that goal than it is to, go into singing and acting and this and that. And I don't want to lose my dance. And that's always been really important to me.
Sure. And I mean, your dance is amazing. So, we are very looking forward to the next dance video whenever that comes out. But with that, I want to move into our next segment, which is just rapid fire, just some questions. I think it's like a great way to learn a little bit more about you. So I'll just ask them, and yeah, let's get started. So what does a day in a life of Manpreet look like?
Wake up, make your bed. Everyone that doesn't make your bed, okay? Make your bed. Brush, shower. Recently, because of COVID, I haven't really been dancing as much, which is not good. But if I was, I usually dance. Sometimes I'm catching flights, going to the office. Food is the most important thing of my day. I actually make my schedule around my food.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What is your favorite Nora Fateh dance? I know you mentioned her a few times in your stories, and just you've done a dance of hers. So what's your favorite one of hers?
All of them. Every single one. I die when oh my gosh, she's hot.
Yeah, she is so hot.
Yeah, I think that I love that, she has that Western, like, just, she can like twerk and it looks good. And like, I'm not even offended in any kind of way. Not that I'm ever offended, but I'm just like, yes, get it. Like,
Yeah.
Show that power. So I love everything, everyone, every video.
Or you already mentioned this, but a nickname your parents used to call you while growing up, Mappy, I'm assuming.
Sonia is one, and Gato, which means in Punjabi means squirrel.
I interviewed Naina this past Tuesday and I asked her the same question, but Chane ke Khet Mein or Aaja Nachle, your most favorite song to dance on?
Aaja Nachle.
She said the same thing.
Really? Yeah, it's the energy. It's the it's just like that. Ugh, so good.
Yeah, for sure. Love Aaja Nachle. It was one of y'all's, I think, videos that y'all did when y'all were off. Yeah, so that was one of the videos that blew up as well. I remember seeing that and I was like, I have to learn this. And I learned part of it, but it was such a dance video. Your favorite Madhuri dance? It's a hard one because you're a big Madhuri fan, but one that you're like, every time I see this, I get like goosebumps.
Choli ke piche kya hai, because there's so many elements in that song where she catches like little tiny things, and it could be her eyebrow, and oh my gosh, it's like beautiful to watch her in that song.
Choli ke piche, love that one. Of the two most viewed dance video of yours, Long Lachi and Bollywood versus Bhangra, which one is your favorite? And it's a hard one, or like you can't really pick favorites, but one that you, I guess, enjoyed recording or.
What I can tell you about both of them, just an interesting fact, is they were not supposed to look like that. Not supposed to be two of me. Long Leshy, I wasn't even supposed to wear that outfit, and the girls had just learned the dance. Literally, they were learning it the day of. So, I can't pick. But I like Long Lachi.
Long Lachi.
I love that song. Yeah.
When that came out, again, I've always been that fan that learns the dance of yours like as soon as it comes out. So I learned part of it, but I couldn't get it for some reason. It was so hard. And I was trying and I couldn't get it. It looks
easy. Yeah, it looks easy. I don't know why It's actually pretty. It's just it looks easy, but we're catching a different beat, I think, in the back, so it kind of becomes hard. But I'll teach it to you.
Would love to learn. So this one kind of tagging off of the last one. If you could redo one of your dance videos, which one would it be?
Silver.
Dilber. But that one was good. I love that one.
How'd we do it?
All right. So this one also, I love Punjabi culture, and I did not know what boliyas were, but I learned it from your videos, and I saw an interview of yours where you were singing a boliya. So I want to know your favorite boliya, and I'll tell you one that I learned from yours. But what was your favorite boliya?
Which one's my favorite boli? Okay. Any Miss Pooja boli. I always like, do you know what a sus is?
Yeah, like
Okay, I love all the sus boliyan.
What do you want to sing us one? I would love to hear it.
Okay, so this is actually Bin Rakia. He's my favorite singer. I think he did one of these. So he goes, Sas meri ne munde jamme अठवें वारी मिली पंजीरी सतवें वारी मिली पंजीरी अठवें वारी बस बरेका हुन लगियां मेरी सस बरेका. Do you know what that means?
No, I loved hearing it.
So she had too many kids, and then they told her to stop having kids.
I remember this was one of the boliyas.
Yeah.
My favorite one. I learned this from your video. It was Bari barsi khatne gaya si khatke le andi laddu kapre tondi nu akmar gaya. That's so good. The best compliment you have received so far?
That I'm lucky that my parents support me. I get that a lot.
Yes. Yeah. No, that because I mean, you know, you've come so far with it, and it's really hard to come this far with it without your, you know, support from your friends and family. So definitely agree there. But that's it. Thank you so much for doing this. I mean, I'm so, like, honestly, I got my fangirl out in the beginning, but still throughout the interview on the inside, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm interviewing Manpreet Toor. But thank you so much for doing this again.